Alright lads.
Alright Steve.
What's happening?
Mark.
How's the golf?
Good.
Good. All under pressure being on camera?
Not bad. Not bad indeed.
You guys are class. A couple of the juniors out there practicing with purpose apparently. Like that. Well done lads. So practicing with purpose is today's topic, or part of today's topic. We're going to work on irons, we're going to work on how we can get a little bit more compression, ball turf strike. Really concentrate on the hands, what the hands do. The hands are your command posts, they're the only point of contact with the golf club. So if we can train them to do the right thing, then the club head and the body should react to what has happened there. Those boys out there have completely got this. So yeah, we're going to work today on hand path. If we can get the hands working the right path, it's amazing how the body will react to what the hands are actually doing. So if we can make hands the command post of the golf swing, then there's more chance we're going to have an efficient golf swing. So the hands can actually control path of the club head. So if we can get the hands going on a good path, then the club head should marry up with that. This will help ball striking. It'll improve strike because we're going to get ball turf strike, because it's going to move low point ahead of the golf ball. But it's a really simple drill. It's irons only though. I'm going to set a ball up here. There we go. I'm going to, in fact, let's go up over here. I'm going to put a line beside that golf ball. Right there. Then I'm going to take my club back. So it's parallel to the ground. Parallel to my target line. Drop the club. I'm going to put a line parallel to that. So you can see I have a line here. I have a line here where the golf ball is. So if that was 1 o'clock, this is 3 o'clock, we'd also have one at, let's say, on 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Okay. So this here, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock. So what I'm looking to do here is I'm getting the back of my left hand to marry up with those three tee times, or 3 times. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That's 4 times. So I'm going to try and hit the ball to the right of the camera. So I'm going to take my address position. Ball is in line with 12 o'clock. Leading edge of the club. That's that edge. Is also in line with 12 o'clock, shaft's in line with 12 o'clock, and the back of left hand is in line with 12 o'clock. Now when I take the club back, I want the back of my left hand to be parallel to 1 o'clock, parallel to 2 o'clock, and parallel to 3 o'clock. So I've got 3, 2, 1, 12. 12 pointing towards target, 3 pointing that way. So 1 and 2 are in between that. Now, if I do this correctly, and I take my address position at 12 o'clock, there's going to be a large bend between my left hand, or a large angle between left forearm and club shaft, because I'm so square. So there's going to be an angle between the two. Now what I need to do here is I need to move the hand back to 1 o'clock to get a flatter left wrist and start with the ball there. So I'm going to address the 12 o'clock position and take my grip. Good. Now I can see there's an angle. The angle is in here. I'm going to move the golf ball back along the target line, straight along the target line, to in line with 1 o'clock. To in line with 1 o'clock. I'm going to move the club back so I'm there. So this is now going to be the impact position, just in here. Now that'll seem quite far back for you, but what it's going to do is it's going to educate the hands to go to the back of the left hand to come back down at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then at impact we're at 1 o'clock, so we've got a flat left wrist, we've got the club shaft in this position, we're leaning forward, the club face is slightly open because it's parallel to 1 o'clock, but the point of separation will be parallel to 12 o'clock, so I'm gathering the ball at 1 o'clock, so 3 o'clock back of left hand, 2 o'clock back of left hand, 1 o'clock back of left hand, 12 o'clock back of left hand, ball goes straight towards target. This is going to give you compression. It's also going to give forward shaft lean, it's going to de-loft the club slightly because the club's designed to be impact de-lofted. When I say de-lofted, if this is my 7-iron here, sitting flat on the ground, it should sit on its leading edge. So you can see the hosel of the shaft there is going forward. It's not de-lofted, that's the correct position, but a lot of people have the shaft straight up and down. Too much loft on the club at address and at impact. So as I say, this is just a drill. It will feel as though the ball position's very far back. So I've addressed 12 o'clock, left hand's flat and parallel to 12 o'clock to target. I move it back to 1 o'clock and I'm good there. Then from there I'm the left hand, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, back through 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Okay, so I'm there, ball position's back, my weight's going forward. And I definitely get the ball turf strike. That was really good. Now it's a really exaggerated move. The ball position's far too far back for the position we're after, but my hands are dictating what's happening. As long as the back of my left wrist is at 1 o'clock, address at 12, move back to 1. 1's maybe a bit too far, to be honest with you. Look at this, maybe sort of 12:30 would be good. But certainly the more you exaggerate things, the better it's going to be. So back of left hand goes to 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, back down 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, ball pointing out to the right, or club face pointing out to the right, flat left wrist, but as I say, we'll get the compression, we'll sustain the line of compression for longer, right until 12 o'clock, till the back of the left wrist points towards target, and then continue through. 12 o'clock, back to 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, body keeps turning, hands are dictating what's happening. So caught that one a little bit heavy, because I was aware ball position is too far back. So I use my body to adjust instead of just trusting the hands. 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And good. It's really good. You can hear the compression. So there's my ball at 12 o'clock. If I move one back along my target line to 1 o'clock, it is too far out. I mean, it should be about 12:30 to feel this, but we're doing this, we're making it as hard as possible. It's a drill. Good. Take my address position at 12. Move back to 1. You can see how the flat left wrist is in place now. 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 12. There. Really good strike. We go from this angle. There's 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Oh, hello. 12 o'clock. We go back to 1 o'clock. Remove 12 o'clock. Take address position. Back of left hand's in line with 12. Now back of left hand's in line with 1. I'm good. 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. So I'm good there. So what you'll notice with this is, you're not just chucking the club, in order to get the ball turf straight, we're not just chucking the club down at the mat. The body's having to move out of the way, but we're not talking about that, we're not thinking about that. It's actually just happening itself. Back to 1 o'clock. It's actually just happening itself, it's a byproduct of what's happening. The body has to move out of the way, so the left wrist becomes flatter and a little bit more bowed. So everything, the hands are dictating what's happening here. The hands are in the position, the body's reacting to the hand position. That's so good. Yeah, very good. So the hands being the command post, the body's reacting to that, the body's moving out the way to allow for this to happen. I'm getting the body right through, my club's lagging behind me, flat left wrist, compression, forward shaft lean. I can sustain the line of compression for longer. I'm sustaining it pretty much from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. 2, 3, back of left hand, 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock. Compression from 1 o'clock to 12 o'clock. Really good. Back of left hand's more down towards the ground, supinated. So the palm is more towards the sky because of this. So much more in that position. Through impact. Then you tone it down. So if you can do it extreme like that, And then you move, so there's 1 o'clock. If I was to go 12:30, lunchtime, take 1 o'clock and 12 o'clock away, this is going to seem easy. Wait till you hear this strike. So then again I've addressed 12 o'clock, I'll move back to 12:30, which is much more achievable. This is more Eureka style. 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 12:30, boom. That was pure. You could hear how good that was. There we go, so that drill there, that's hard, that's really hard to do. There, it's impossible. That drill there is going to make sure that you get the hands to be the command post of the golf swing. It's going to change the low point of your swing arc, so you're going to get ball turf strike, forward shaft lean, compression, all these things from exaggerated motion. 1 o'clock, which is that one, is far too late. 12:30 is bang on time, so 12:30 is where you want to be. But it's good to have the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock as a reference point for the back of the left hand, and easy when you're taking your stance, you can gauge them. Then from there you can chuck in 12:30 anytime you want. Guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, what are you thinking? We're over 20,000 now, 20,065 or something I think it was this morning. Thank you very much for that, everyone, superb, absolutely brilliant. If you've not, wee button there, just subscribed, click that. Little bell icon, great, that shares it around, that gives you a notification of my videos as soon as they come out, and the little thumbs up button shares it around YouTube. That's a good thing, I like that. Below you'll see the link to my Eureka website stuff, all that's in there for the Eureka Golf Swing. This is Eureka related because it's a late hit, if you like. It's getting the body through, the body's reacting to what the hands are doing. That's a really good thing without even having to think about the body getting through. The hands are helping that happen. So the hands are your command post. Thank you.